Hi guys, I hope that you're all safe and I hope that you're all well. I'm just coming on to do the Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you have been drawn to card 1, we are going into the energy of the Page of Wands. So, Page of Wands is basically suggesting and saying that you're in this stage of limbo land. You know that you've done your utmost, you've done your best, everything is kind of, working around you energetically, but you kind of perhaps can't move forward until the next phase becomes available. So Page of Wands comes up a lot if perhaps there are practical sort of changes going on around you. So for instance, maybe some of you are waiting for contracts, maybe some of you are waiting for big dates on something and you can't move forward until those dates are received or are presented. It's a bit like at the moment in my personal world, I'm starting to box up the house. We know that there'll be a point when obviously I'll be able to move. Well, I am moving obviously, but it's that limbo land energy. It's like I'll be honest, I want to get into the next place, get it unboxed, start sort of creating it all, but I'm having to pack this place up first and then wait and sort of serve the month's notice. So that's an example in a very minor way. So Page of Wands is all about feeling a little bit stuck sometimes, and it's not that there's anything bad going on, it's just that things are outside of your control, and it's that limbo land stage of energy waiting for things to be complete so that you can then move forward. And I think the key thing with this is if you are feeling stressed, if you are feeling overwhelmed, try not to actually burden yourself with the things that can't be changed at the end of the day, because there's no point stringing yourself up unnecessarily. So this rod, this staff, is wanting you to recognize how far you have come. Yes, things might not be complete, they might not be perfect in your world, but don't go into that energy of self-sacrifice. Continue to look at where you want to be, what you want to be doing longer term, and it will all kind of come good. It will all come together. It might not be an instant fix, it might not be overnight, but stay grounded, stay upright, don't sacrifice if things are feeling a bit of a battle or a little bit negative immediately. That's just a temporary way of being. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. Now, as we're moving into card 2, we're almost going in the complete opposite direction with this one. So we're going into the energy of the Magician. So the Magician is all about harnessing. It's about creating a life that works, benefits, and serves yourself. No sacrifice, no limitations, no being held back by anything. Not being held back by people, by fears of the mind, by emotions, by anxieties. Moving all of that over to one side, and whatever you want to receive, whatever you're here to experience in this world, the Magician has the power to harness it and to bring everything into reality. What's also great with the Magician, they push past boundaries, they push past fears and limitations. So it's almost like if somebody said to you, I don't think you're ever going to be successful at that, I don't think you're ever going to amount to anything, the Magician will crack on and do it and prove it can be created. They will manifest it, they will bring it into the physical realities of this world. And it's almost like a little bit of a energetic middle finger up saying, told you I could do it. There are no limitations, and that's the great thing with the Magician. It's doorkeeper energy. It's harnessing, it's being your own gatekeeper or doorkeeper, and knowing that there are endless possibilities within grasp, within reach, within this world. A lot of people, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but a lot of people are quite lazy, so they don't always want to progress, they don't always want to actually move into something of higher value, of higher quality. They choose to stay a victim to their set of circumstances. But the Magician moves past all of that, and if they're in a bit of a tricky place, they have an awareness for it, but they work on the stepping stones to get out of that and to make sort of or receive something of higher value, of higher quality. It's really about achieving and making something brilliant and great with your life. And a lot of that isn't so much about needing qualifications or outside stuff, it's the permission of self to travel there in the first place. So many people blame things, I've not got the qualifications, I've not got the skills, excuses, whereas the Magician's like, crack on and find the way forward to bring it all into sort of, reality. Endless opportunities. So a very exciting time if you've been drawn to card 2. Now, as we're going into card 3, we're going into the energy of the Four of Pentacles. We keep seeing the Four of Pentacles recently, so it's not too surprising to see it at the moment. Four of Pentacles is saying, and it's encouraging you to just be careful, just be cautious. There's a bit of guarding with your finances at the moment, and perhaps the way that you're living your life. Don't give too much of yourself away. If you're someone that's been giving, you know, to the external world or to particular people, there's a real awareness to protect your energy, protect your investments. Don't be too accommodating for other people, because unfortunately there are some people in this world that will take and take some more, and they don't always have a moral compass. They don't always know when to stop, and there are those energy vampires out there that if we allow them to, they'll bleed us dry, and it's about not allowing that, you know. It could be with this card as well that there have been some changes going on around you within a family dynamic or a relationship or possibly a working situation that have brought finances to the surface a little bit more. And again, maybe you're having to just be a bit careful, a bit cautious. Maybe some of you are wanting to go into business with somebody. Sometimes this represents business ventures. And again, don't allow people to take advantage of your good nature. Make sure they're in it for the right reasons. Have the great collaborations when they're there, but don't get used. Definitely don't get abused by anybody. Okay, so financially, just play your cards a little bit close to your chest. It's that whole energy of less is more. People sometimes only need to know what they need to know. Don't be too accommodating. Don't be too giving here. Make your financial sort of world work for you firstly, and then you choose where you want to help and where you want to spill it over to. This is coming up a lot as well with the energy at the moment, obviously, of the kind of uncertain times, as you know, winter obviously is going to approach at some point. So a lot of people are getting quite fearful now, you know, preempting what's to come in winter. So we've got a little bit of that going on as well. But try not to feed into the fear of this too much, you know. Be aware of it, of course, but try not to be too fearful. So I hope that makes sense. An interesting set of cards this week. Gonna leave them with you. Stay safe, stay well, stay fabulous. Looking forward to seeing some of you lovelies on Saturday at the Westbury demonstration of mediumship on my Spirit Magic tour. I've got 8 tickets left, so if you still want to come along, I just want to remind people I'm not doing a Halloween demo there. That's been moved to Bath because the place in Bath is a bit more active, a bit more paranormal stuff. So this is going to be the only demo I'm doing this year in Westbury. So if you want to come along, if you want to be involved, tickets are still available. Like I say, there's 8 left. I've also got 2 spaces become available for a seance tomorrow. 2 of my beautiful people have had to cancel because unfortunately they've gone down with COVID. So wishing them massive love and a speedy recovery and some healing energy coming your way. But if you want to come to one of my seances, 2 spaces are available tomorrow night, 7:30 until 10 o'clock. £50 per person. This will probably be the last time I'm able to do a seance because my other ones are all quite booked up now and dates are just flying out. So I think this is probably going to be one of the last times. So if you still want to experience it, if you haven't been, if you want to have a sort of evening in the Witch's Cellar, drop me a message, let me know, and we can get you booked onto that. I think that's all I need to say. Have a fantastic week ahead, guys. Don't melt in the heat because for me it's really hot, a bit too hot. But enjoy yourself, stay safe, and I'll catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. Love and blessings. Bye for now.